My name is Daniel Isler. I'm the Technical Director here at D² Product Development. We provide outsourced product development to clients from across the consumer, medical and industrial sectors. We work with people from universities, hospitals, corporate clients, startup companies, and even individuals and inventors. We originally purchased a Form 3 from Solid Print because it is by far the best stereolithography 3D printer that you can buy for the price. We've upgraded that to a Form 3B Plus. The main reason behind that is it allows us to print with an extended range of resins. What Formlabs did is they've really turned the whole 3D printing market on its head by allowing small organizations like ourselves to bring that 3D printing in-house and have the quality that we used to have to go to an external company for, but in a desktop package. To say over the kind of 2 decades I've been in product design, I've really seen 3D printing become probably the core tool for prototyping and testing of designs that we're working on. The tool that we use most day to day is the Formlabs printer. Now, that can be for designing actual components. So this is an example of a charging dock that we did for a customer for a piece of wearable technology. And we've printed this in 2 different Formlabs resins. The final components would be injection molded. So that's an example of how we would use the printer to prototype an actual product. But very often we're also going to do things like design fixtures for testing that we're going to do. And this is another good example here where we've used a combination of prints from the Formlabs, some standard off-the-shelf components, O-rings and some acrylic tube to develop a test fixture for one of our medical clients. A little side project we worked on for a lady who's based in the building next door to us. This was actually a prosthetic leg for a racing pigeon that she had, which has had its leg amputated. The addition of 3D printing has really helped improve our process, and I think primarily that is from the point of view of being able to iterate designs much quicker than you would be able to normally. Before, when we were outsourcing our 3D printing, we could order parts and they would be with us in 3 days. But now with the Formlabs in-house, we can do build overnight, we can do a build during the day. So within a 3-day timescale, we could have already iterated a design 3 or 4 times. Clients are generally very impressed with the quality of the prints that come off the Form 3. We often finish those prints, sand them back, apply logos with dry rub transfers, spray finish them, and very often you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference between the prototype and the finished product. So we've been working with Solid Print 3D for a number of years now. We purchased a Form 3B Plus, which allows us to do an expanded range of resins, including the biomed resins. Solid Print have also supplied us with resins, resin tanks, and all of the consumables. This seemed like a natural progression because we were already buying our primary CAD software, SolidWorks, from their sister company, Solid Solutions. So the fact that we're getting our CAD software and our 3D printing from under the same roof works very well for us. We now have 3 members of staff. The intention is to grow that team slightly, maybe up to 4 or 5 people, bringing in a few different capabilities. One thing that would be nice would be to bring in one of the larger Formlabs printers so that we can do bigger parts in single builds, particularly now as we're moving towards working with some clients who are doing some larger consumer product